Welcome, basketball fans, to Pollard Gymnasium, where tonight we have a kind of an unusual boy-girl doubleheader against two different teams. The boys will be playing first tonight at 6 o'clock against Indianapolis-rooted Royals, and then the girls will be following up with their senior night activities, playing the Tri-West Bruins. So, as always, I'm here with Coach Winnell. Coach, you had a kind of a funny, not funny week, kind of a different type of a week with weather, but you don't remember this because you probably weren't even born yet, but we were talking about 1978 when the energy crisis happened, and the sectionals were played at the regular time, and then there was a 3-week break between the regional and the sectional, and then the state finals weren't until like really the middle of April. So odd things happen when you get weather like this, and it's not always bad. But when you're playing well, you really don't want to have much of a break. Let's talk first of all a little bit about the last home game, which was the Irvington Prep, and a very good basketball game, I thought.
Yeah. I think we're continuing to get a little bit better at defense, which we have to keep moving on. And then, like we talked about the last time, I think we're getting some guys to feel a little bit more confident on the offensive end, which takes some pressure off of Drew and Kendrick. Mm-hmm. So AJ and Kyle Murley and Sox, I think those three guys have really – and Owen Seaver. Man, Owen Seaver has had a phenomenal year so far. So just keep working on us a little bit.
Sure.
You know.
Sure. What about we always talk about this time of year. You know, you're within 3-4 weeks of your season. Talk about how you've adjusted practice times, or if you have at all at this point of the year.
We have. We've cut them back a little bit. Now this week we had to go a little bit longer Wednesday because we didn't practice 3 days straight off, and that makes it a little bit of a weird week. But typically now we're somewhere between 90 and 100 minutes. An hour and a half. Hour and 40 minutes, something like that. Just going hard, still running a lot, trying to keep our wind together.
Right.
A lot of shooting. We try to shoot, and I think you're seeing that a little bit in our.
Oh yeah.
And some of that is that we've had 8,000 home games in a row, and we feel real good here. So, but that's a good thing. Our sectionals here, So we try to do some skill work every single day, and then we compete every single day. We try to make every drill have something on it where losers get a worse consequence than the winners.
Sure.
And just try to keep getting better. I feel like this year, more so than any year I've ever coached, we do more things. Generally speaking, I like to just try to do a few things and try to do them as well as we can. But, we were at the beginning of the year just trying to figure out our strengths and weaknesses and just keep throwing stuff at them. And the kids are smart. They have been very good at retaining information and taking it either from a tape or a chalkboard, bringing it out to practice and applying it. So, that has been fun for me.
Sure. I'm sure also, being your first year at the school, you may not know the schedule, you may not know the teams. Yeah. Once you are someplace for 2, 3, 4 years, you kind of know if the coaching situation stayed the same at the other schools, you kind of know what to expect. And here, first year, really, every time you play a game, you may have seen them on tape or may have seen them live, but it's a little different.
Right, and that's fun. I enjoy that part of it too. So that whole thing is just getting used to it. New conference for the whole school, and it has been, it's been fun. Yeah. We have a good group of kids that just show up every day with good attitudes. For the most part, work hard. We could always do a little bit better, but it's been fun. We have a great staff. I love my staff.
Good.
They're not only good coaches, good people, man. They're fun to hang out with and talk some hoops with, So
well, let's end it up here talking about the game tonight. Indianapolis rooted the Royals come in, record of 4-4. It's a team that's in kind of those transition stages that a lot of the schools in the area have been, where they're trying probably to get into the IHSA to where they can get the tournament. Tell us a little bit about what we might be able to expect tonight.
I think similar to your Irvington and Heron, they're super athletic. I've seen them play a couple times, get up and down, try to get up in you a little bit with some press. Not a ton of size, but they have 3 guys that are averaging double digits, which is impressive. There's not too many teams that do that. So we have to take care of the basketball. We've got to get good shots. We got to keep our man in front of us. Got to get their first miss. And I think those are things that apply to every game that we play. So. I don't care. Shoot, I've never heard of them. This might seeing them on our schedule. But I do know from watching them they can beat us if we're sleepwalking or if we're not coming out with urgency and an attention to detail. So, for us, we just want to come out here and play hard.
Sure.
Play hard, play smart, play together. And if I think if we do those things at the end of the night, we're going to be, excited about what happened and then get out here to watch our girls and celebrate our seniors. Should be an awesome night. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I think almost every coach in the state at any time would agree. Play hard, have fun, and go after it. And all the other stuff can kind of take care of itself if that occurs. So.
100%.
Yeah. All right, so we'll talk to somebody after the game then.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you.
Yeah. We'll be back in a little bit with the lineups for today's game.
It looks like that might be the rooted school.
Sparkplugs come in with a record of 6-6. The Rooted Royals come in with a record of 4-4. I'll go over the lineups real quickly here. For the Royals, coached by Andrew Nichols in his first season. Senior, number 1, a guard, Ramon Durham. Number 20, a senior, a guard, Corey Coleman. A senior, number 11, inside, Antoine Greer. A junior, number 14, Michael Robinson. And a junior, number 30, Divine Johnson. Again, mostly they're playing a 5 perimeter lineup, so inside, outside doesn't matter a lot. Sparkplugs will go with their normal lineup tonight, which would be Drew Metallic at guard, 6'7", senior, number 3, averaging around 27 a game, and almost 8 rebounds. Kendry Kaiser, another senior, 5'11", number 1, averaging 11 a game. A.J. Lund, 5'9", senior, number 13, averaging 7. Owen Seaver, 6'6", senior, number 23, averaging 4.5 a game and 5 rebounds. And rounding out the lineup, Kyle Murley, a 6-foot junior, number 32, averaging 4 points and 3 rebounds a game. Shane, the Rooted Royals, we'll run out of time here before the lineups are announced, but kind of one of those schools that's going through the process of being admitted full-time in the IHSA so that they can actually participate in the sectionals, and that's what you got to do. You mentioned a couple times about the wrestling programs and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. They, as I said, they come in with a record of 4-4. Last game was January 23rd at Broad Ripple, Purdue Broad Ripple, excuse me. Sparkplugs coming off of a nice little streak here. They defeated Traders Point and also Irvington Prep for a really tough game tomorrow night. We'll talk about it a little bit later with Shelbyville. So been a tough week. School-wise, everybody back into it?
Everybody's back, but I know the boys haven't got to practice much, so I'm sure they're trying to get their feet under them tonight, and then especially looking forward to tomorrow, Shelbyville being a good team. But, yeah, it was nice to be back. I mean, it was nice to have a couple snow days and enjoy the family, but I was ready to get back to work, and I don't know about the kids, but I was excited to get back today.
That's usually how it is, once you can combat the cold and things like that. But it's always good to get back. It's always good to get back in Pollard Gymnasium.
Yes, it is.
Speedway High School for tonight's boys varsity basketball contest between our guests, the Rooted Royals, and your Speedway Sparkplugs. At this time, we ask that you please rise and face the flag as we honor America as the Speedway High School Pep Band, under the direction of drum major Sam Goodman, perform our national anthem. tonight's starting lineups. First for the Ruby Royals. Starting at guard is senior number 1, Ramon Durham. At forward is senior number 11, Antoine Greer. At center, junior number 14, Michael Johnson. At forward is senior number 20, Corey Coleman. And at guard is junior number 30, Devine Johnson. And coach for the Royals is Andrew Nichols. And now the starting lineup for your Speedway Spark Club. Starting at one guard, the 5'11" senior number 1, Kendrick Kaiser. At guard, the 6'7" senior number 3, Drew Talley. At guard, the 5'9" senior number 13, A.J. Linde. And forward, a 6'6" senior number 23, Owen Seaver. And at forward, a 6' junior number 32, Kyle Hurley. The head coach for your Speedway Spark Club is Robert Liddell.
Tonight's officials are sponsored by 2020 Eye Physicians of Indiana with 2 convenient locations. In Speedway in Indianapolis, the doctors at 2020 provide the high-quality eye care that patients deserve, helping everyone to see the court more clearly. And one of the officials tonight, as we look down there, former Speedway Athletic Director, Brian Avery.
Plugs are starting off a man-to-man here.
And just by judging here without any other knowledge, Spark Plugs are going to have a big height advantage tonight.
Yeah. Good push ahead.
Nice.
Are they the Ravens?
They are
okay.
The Royals.
Royals, okay. Royals with the ball. Good defense by Seaver there. Well, that was Kyle Merlin.
Yeah, it was limited practice time this week for both teams. I talked to the Royals coach before the game and had very limited time, and of course Speedway too, so just getting your legs underneath you. And at this time of the year you are in shape, but you know, when you take off 3 or 4 days, it's especially when you probably don't do a whole lot on those days off. I say lay around. Some may be doing that, some may not.
Yeah, you know, I think I wouldn't be surprised just with both games. You're going to see, you know, little mishandles, you know, little non-catches, you know, just little things like that when you haven't had a ball or played every day, kind of come back.
For those that aren't familiar, Speedway was off school 3 days this week. That's correct, I believe.
Yep.
Very common here. Even seen a lot of college teams do it, maybe not to this extent, but a 5-out offense.
Yeah. Good flash.
Nice back cut.
Through with 2 more. Oh,
that was close.
Yeah. Good. Royals are moving the ball, looking to basically create driving lanes, it looks like.
Looks like this time they are playing with a post player.
Jump ball. Good job by Speedway, staying disciplined there.
And we're going to have a quick timeout by the Royals. Yeah, the Plugs got some good momentum going here. As I said, playing a really good game against Decatur Central, even though it was a loss, and then coming back with wins against Traders Point, Irvington, even their record at 6-6. Royals tonight, tomorrow night, we'll be jumping back into the really competitive action as Shelbyville Golden Bears visit here at Pollard Gymnasium with a really good basketball team.
Yeah, really good. They've been ranked top 15 off and on in 3A. Really good group of seniors with them.
First Financial Bank is proud to support the Speedway community. Banking is about neighbors helping neighbors, and it'll always be that way. First Financial Bank, a member of FDIC.
The Royals are picking up full court here.
We have a question here on the sideline. I think the spillage on the sideline where the Royals are located.
Yeah.
Might have been water or...
Sometimes those water bottles leak. You try to get a drink and then water comes out. I've had that happen.
See, we had a game at Whiteland one night. It was a JV game, and one of our JV players spilled an entire bottle of water. It was like I don't know if they didn't have the equipment to clean it up or what, but it was like a 10-minute process. As we mentioned, Brian Avery officiating tonight, and Brian's a member of the IHSA board group in charge of the unified program throughout the state of Indiana. Does a fantastic job.
Yeah, he was a great AD. Great to have a guy like him at IHSA.
Yep.
And the unified program's a great program.
Well, he's got a little careless there against the press.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing tonight. I'm sure Coach Winnell's talking about it. Just making sure that we're playing to our potential.
This really is a kind of a game where you're playing against yourselves. You're doing what you need to do, keep the ball in front of you, and keep the momentum, keep the things that you've been doing well, unselfishness and good move.
Yeah. You know, we talked a lot about the last game and how we thought guys were making shots and we were heading in the right direction. Now, don't want to take a step back, even with the snow days.
No.
And you can take a step back and win tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, this time they're leaving a post player in there. Oh. Crew's going to shoot two more here.
We mentioned before, a lot going on tonight. Tri-West unable to field a JV girls team, so there will be no JV girls game, but Tri-West girls varsity will play Speedway after this, senior night, so a lot going on.
It's going to be cold snow. You might as well be in the gym watching basketball.
Exactly.
Drew misses the first one of the night. He's 3 for 4 so far. Plugs up 7-0. Staying in man. Plug's doing a good job of just staying sound here. Put back by number 11. Antoine Greer. Huh. Good move by Kaiser.
Yeah. Plugs made some early substitutions.
Good rebound by Nolan.
Nolan Ward, one of those we talked about, the people that really improved throughout the year.
And there he is, right on cue.
Yeah. And I think that's been the biggest difference between game 13, which is where we're at right now, and games 1 through 4, 5, 6 to start the year. A lot more confidence in players individually, confidence in team. Still not where they want to be, and as no team in the state probably is, but
no, but we knew with Kaiser and Drew we were going to have two pretty good players. The other guys stepping up has helped a lot as the year's gone along.
Yep. Right there, Shane, I'm not sure why Drew went out with his left hand. He was on that side, and he's going to go to the foul line. So, but it seems like going up with your right hand there would have been even a little bit better. Might have been able to finish a three-point play. And he does like the left hand, so I'm not.
He does, and like I said, I don't know either. There's sometimes you can kind of sneak it in there a little quicker with your left hand on the right side, but
that could have been it. Spark Plugs continue to do their normal substitution early.
Drew makes 2 of them. Maybe Kendrick's second foul. Yeah, it's going to be his second foul early.
Well, his first one was in the backcourt, which was not a very good foul.
Yeah, he's going to check out. Good drive by him. A little hot pass to Nolan, but Nolan did a nice job of catching it. Drew with 2 more.
15-4, 2.5 to go to the end of the first quarter.
Plug staying man-to-man. Greer on the wing here. That's his
nice.
6th point, yeah. Marcus Ray, good bounce pass.
He lost his dribble. Needs to get out of there. Yep. Come over.
Yeah, our energy hasn't quite been as good as I'm sure Coach Winnell would like.
No.
A little early start time, but.
And as you alluded to, just a different week.
Yeah.
You never want to use those as excuses, but deep down you know those are.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, no one wants to admit it, but it's kids work better on a structure and a schedule, and they've been off their schedule now for 5 days.
Yeah.
Substitution for Speedway number 3 through Metallic and 23 Owen Smith are into the game.
We got to get matched up here.
Shane, isn't just about every offense in the world geared toward getting the ball inside the paint and then either finishing it or looking at your shooters around the perimeter spread? Just not every offense, obviously, but that's what a lot of teams do.
I think that's pretty much it these days. A lot of teams count paint touches.
Yeah.
You know, how many times you can get the ball into the paint. You're gonna miss the layup there. Here comes the Royals. Good pass.
Good pass.
Seaver will shoot 2.
Been kind of staple all year, and Coach Wanell didn't make any bones about it. But our goal is to get that ball down the floor as fast as we can, and every game compete defensively as well as you can. Those are the two big things that he's been working on all year.
Well, we are really tough in transitions. You know,
Yes.
Drew and Kendrick are really tough in transition. They're hard to stop once they get going downhill. Seaver knocks down 2.
Oh, Seaver has not been to the line very often till tonight. That is his only 11th on the season, looks like.
Good defense.
25 seconds.
Good move by Drew.
Ten to go.
Yep. Oh, I thought Drew had it. Greer's going to put his head down here and drive.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the Speedway Spark Plugs leading Indianapolis Royals by a score of 19-6.
Yeah, not a bad first quarter, not great. The Antoine Greer kid's a nice player for
Yes.
them. He's done a good job, made a couple tough shots. We need to do a better job on him, finding him.
You know, these are the kind of teams that you don't typically see in the paper, especially at this stage in their career. But you've mentioned it many, many times, but there's a lot of good players who go around this town, and it doesn't matter who you play, you're going to see somebody good.
Yeah, that's the truth. I would say in our day, you'd go to the park and you'd run into someone you've never seen before that was a great, really good player. But it's Indianapolis, so.
Yep.
Greer looks like a really nice player. I'm not sure what he's averaging, but he seems to be their focal point offensively.
Yep. Indianapolis rooted, located at 5730 East 30th Street. It's a public charter high school. Started in the year 2000. As of now, no conference affiliation. Obviously, still going through the process through the ICSA to be admitted into a sectional. See if either team changes their structure. I doubt if Speedway will change defensively.
No, I think you almost have to play man.
Yeah. And this is a game that you can get better. And
good ball movement there by AJ.
Yep.
Through with 2 more. Good decision there by him.
Yep.
I think he would have dropped it off Marcus, but guy stayed back and looks like the Royals are putting a little ball screen in some of this.
And I believe we're going to get a foul on Drew Metallic. I think he disagrees, but I didn't actually see it. I did see a player, Royal, hit the dirt pretty hard.
Yeah, I think he may have dislodged him a little bit.
Yeah. I think that's Metallic's first foul of the night. And in the quarter, Speedway's first.
Good. Nope. Good, got it up there. AJ. Good.
You know, I'm glad that I didn't see him back up. Look at the three-point line because he caught it in rhythm. It's like, let's go ahead and shoot it.
I thought that was a really good decision, too. I was thinking the same thing. I thought.
Because if you back up, you're resetting and. Good board.
Yeah, good job by Owen Seaver attacking that.
Talking a lot about it, but his improvement on the rebound boards has been really good. Really has been a big change for the Plugs.
Yeah, he went after that one. He wanted it more than the other guys.
You know, they're following through with the interview we had with him. It's like, don't take anything for granted, and we know we don't have a lot of season left, and let's make everything count.
Make sure we talk through these ball screens. Good help by Kyle Murley.
Somebody's rebound here. Wholesale substitutions getting ready to come into the game. It looks like 6 players coming in. A couple for the Royals and 4 for the Plugs. AJ shooting 75% from the line. Thank you, AJ. So no reverse jinx there. We actually have 4 players over 70%. And 3 of those are volume shooters. Kendrick Kaiser, 74% with 57 attempts before tonight. Metallic, 75% with 116. As a team, shooting 70% from the line.
I remember you saying that last week that we were shooting
really
70%. Yeah, that's a heck of a goal. Lund knocks them both down. Plugs up 26-20 now, or 27-6. Got a rebound, good by Nolan. Good kick ahead. Colton with a miss.
Kaiser did a nice job on that. He had a decision to make whether to try to take the charge or back off, and I think he made the passer make some decisions there that may not have had to have made had he not faked a little bit and went after it.
Yeah, I thought he did really, and he didn't foul. He contested a little bit without fouling.
Well, does he have 2 fouls? I believe he's got 2
He's got
fouls.
2, yeah, he does. Drew's done a really good job on Greer when he stayed down. You just don't go for any shot fakes. They make that just like that. You go, okay.
Yep.
It's a nice shot by Ramon Durham. His first field goal of the game. Good move by Kaiser. Oh. Nolan Ward has a chance to be a really good player.
Yes, he does.
Got away with a foul there.
Yep.
Ooh, good
That was.
by Nolan.
I keep waiting for one of those shots to rattle around the rim, but they don't, which is good.
I think once he develops a little more touch around the rim, he's got a chance. Like I said, he's a really good left-handed too, sneaky. Another push ahead, good catch. Timeout. Indianapolis Rue to take that. The Speedway Lions Club is a proud partner and supporter of the town of Speedway and Speedway schools. The club meets on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. in the Speedway Municipal Center. More information about the club and about joining the club is available via email at speedwaylions@gmail.com.
Okay, we might get into this later a little bit more, but got some Indiana Basketball Coaches Association kind of following suit. 32 states around the country have already enacted the shot clock, and 68% of those that were in the IBCA responded positively.
Yep.
And their suggestion is a 35-second clock, no reset at all, not unlike college, which would begin next season. They will present this to the executive meeting on February 20th. ISSA will vote on May 4th, either affirm it, deny it, or table it. As I said, 32 states already have some form of this. Kentucky, not next year, but the year after. Illinois will be next year. Reasons given to align with college and professional basketball. I don't really care about the professional alignment, but college I do.
Yeah.
Eliminate the stall ball. We're going to talk about that in a little bit later when we get a chance. And to stop games from turning into free throw competitions at the end of the fourth quarter, which does have some validity to it.
Yeah.
The concerns would be the cost, although a lot of the scoring systems are already set up with this. A big one would be it would require additional person, somebody that knows what they're doing. And as you know, from football and volunteer and things like that, it's a lot of people want to volunteer, but that's an important spot.
Yeah.
And they're not sure if the JV in ninth grade would be included or not. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that a little bit later.
Yeah, I think we should. That's an interesting topic.
Yes.
Kaiser misses good. There's Owen going after it again, though.
Now, it took a gamble there with 2 fouls, but
He missed it.
he lost it on the way up.
Yeah, it slipped out of his hands.
Don't foul here, Owen.
Yeah, they did foul him, and he's going to get it. It's a good call by Mr. Avery.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking of Mr. Avery, I'm not sure that there's a few people that had a big impact on my life, but I'm telling you, that guy did more for me as a coach than probably any person I've ever been around.
That's good.
You know, he was just such a great guy. And I came through the coaching ranks when he was here as a junior high coach, freshman coach, JV coach, and we had so many good conversations, and so many times he sat me down and told me you can't do that. Yeah,
you don't always want to hear the good stuff.
No, he was unbelievably good to me. I can't say enough good things about Mr. Avery and how much he helped me grow as a person, coach, educator, understanding education-based athletics.
Well, his father was a very good official in Northern Indiana many years ago. His father played basketball was on a team at Indiana University.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah.
Cooper Eller here with the drive.
Is that Cooper's first?
Yeah, would have been.
33-11, 2 minutes.
Got a couple of the JV guys in with good move by AJ. Good left hand. Didn't get the rebound there.
You know, we didn't talk about it, but this also is a night where the JV team is losing a game.
Yeah.
So it's good that some of the JV players are getting some action here. We've had so many of those this year. I just read an article the other day where I forgot how many years it's been, but Indiana's lost over 4,000 girls playing high school basketball for the HSAA. And it's not just, it's big schools, it's little smaller schools.
Which is unbelievable.
And
I think it's hard to believe.
It is. A lot of that is, it's an opinion, but club volleyball in the summer, nothing against it, but girls would just rather right now be playing that.
Well, it's so much fighting for time anymore.
Yep.
Drew for three. Get in there. Good.
Yep. You know, hasn't shot that many, but that's another thing. If that starts to come around here in the last 6-7 games, he's going to be really hard to guard.
Yes, he is.
He's hard to guard now, but you make that decision. I'm not sure if that pass was going to Kaiser or not.
I don't know who it was to.
It got through.
I think it was to Kaiser.
Yeah.
But we'll see. The American Legion is the nation's largest veteran service organization. Founded in Speedway in 1941, American Legion Post 500 is committed to supporting American veterans, mentoring youth, and community sponsorship. Located at 1926 Georgetown Road, the club room is open to the public with a full menu. More information about the Legion and Legion events is available at SpeedwayLegionPost500.com. American Legion Post 500, veterans serving veterans and the community.
Just as I was bragging about Kendrick Kaiser's free throws. Misses the first one.
This is the second one. Oh, gets a rebound here. Put it in there, Max.
Yeah.
Max Murley with his first two. Freshman. He's going to be a really good player, too.
Yes, he is.
Got to get matched up here.
I don't know if that foul is going to be on the floor. It looks like he's shooting. 9.7 to go. Clubs are up 40-11.
Tyrell Phillips misses the first one. Misses the second. Got 5 here for turnover. He didn't get it off in time. Good call.
And that's the end of the first half of play with the score of Speedway 40, Indianapolis Root at 11.
We're back here at halftime of the boys varsity game with 2 senior girls basketball players, 1 special senior girls basketball player, my niece Haley Clampett, also with us Macy Delisle. I know it's crazy to think that the end is coming. So Macy, tell me about your experience and probably your best part of the last 4 years playing basketball here at Speedway.
My best memory is probably when we won sectionals my sophomore year at Beech Grove. That was like the best, and I was playing with my sister at that time, so it was just really fun and a cool experience to cut down the net and win sectionals.
That was a great night. I remember being there. That was a lot of fun, and doing it with your sister was probably really special.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say our party in A-Push, but no, left that out, huh? Haley, this year, you've had a really good year, right? We're really proud of you, averaging almost a double-double. What's been the best part of your senior year so far?
Probably just being with all the girls. We have a really good group of girls going on, and it's going to be really fun going into sectionals. And it's definitely going to be what I'm going to miss most. Yeah,
it's always about the relationships. You'll never let that go, right? Those are the friendships you make for a lifetime through athletics, and that's the important part about it. So I'm going to ask you guys both. Season's winding down. Tri-West tonight, right? Really good game. Looks like it should be evenly matched. Then we got Cascade Tuesday at Edgewood. How are you feeling about that? And how are you feeling about sectionals and where we're going? Are you excited about drawing Cascade?
Yeah, I feel like I'm feeling pretty good because we played them earlier in the year. I don't remember how much we lost by, but if we handle the ball, have good defense, we've been playing good defense recently, so I think if we keep that up, then we can go pretty far.
I agree. I've been really impressed with you guys defensively the last few weeks. Haley, what about you? Are you excited for sectionals?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Cascade's always a fun opponent, too, with them used to be in our conference. And we have a lot of relationships with the girls on the other team, so it's always fun. It
is a great school and a great rivalry, and it should be a good time. Well, best of luck tonight. Let's go get one tonight. Let's not look too far ahead in the future. Let's beat the Bruins, get another conference win, and then get ready to go for sectionals. Good luck.
Thank you.
Both you guys.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you guys and excited to see you guys do well in the future, okay?
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome back again, basketball fans, to Pollard Gymnasium. We're at halftime. Speedway leads Indianapolis Rooted Royals by a score of 40-11. Shane, I think it was a little bit sloppy early in the game, but the fact that we can push the ball as well as we can, we're defending pretty well. Overall, I think a pretty good first half for the Spark Plugs.
Yeah, I think overall very good. Drew Metallic with a really good first half, 20 points. Nice to see Lund make some two-pointers, which was kind of different. He's usually our three-point specialist. Nolan Ward with 6 points. Owen Sievert, a lot of offensive rebounds, a couple buckets for him. So I think, Max Murley gets his first bucket in a varsity game. That's a great experience, especially as a freshman. Like I said, excited to see us. I want to see us start really intense here, and I'm sure Coach Winnell got on him at halftime about, starting and playing the right way. Get this lead out, get the JV guys in, and get ready for tomorrow.
Yep. Well, Shane, we were talking about the shot clock. I don't know that we'll be able to get all of the conversation in here. I had some notes that I was going to bring tomorrow night. Probably still will, but if you go back in the history of the state tournament, and I got all these numbers on the John Harrell website, every school in the state tells you how many tournament victories they've had over the years, and that includes sectional, regional, semi-state, and state finals. And at least what I was able to tell, some of these numbers might be off a little bit, but the top 8 of the top 10 schools in the state with the most tournament victories are members of the former North Central Conference. Now, you're probably wondering what in the heck does this have to do with the shot clock, but the North Central Conference, these schools, if I have to speak here, we may get a technical foul here. Shane, we got...
Yeah, they got to get on the floor.
They need to get on the floor. Anyway, there's a little bit more time to talk, I guess. My point is, these schools with large gymnasiums didn't only host sectionals. A lot of these hosted regionals for years and years. The joke was the senior night at these schools would be like the last game of the regional because they would be winning. And when you talk about the schools in the old North Central Conference, you're talking about Lafayette Jeff, Muncie Central, Newcastle, Anderson, Marion, even Logansport, Lafayette Jeff. And most of these schools with the tournaments were winning with playing against competition in the sectionals that were, I know one year, many years at Richmond, it was a 7 or 8 team sectional, and the combined enrollments of the other schools in the sectional wasn't even half of Richmond's. And so for years and years, you didn't want a shot clock because there's no, I was at the Lafayette Jeff sectional in 1973 as a freshman at Purdue. They had won 28 straight sectionals.
Yeah.
And Central Catholic beat them. And so at that time, in the period of high school basketball, teams were not going to be able to run up and down the floor and beat these teams on their home floor. And so now with the advent of class basketball, that's changed. And, you're not playing Ben Davis and Pike. And some of these smaller schools, Centerville's not in the Richmond sectional anymore. And I can go right down the list of smaller schools in these. So now it makes a lot more sense, I guess, the point I'm trying to make is, than it did 30 years ago.
I agree. And I played for you when we played Ben Davis, and they were nationally ranked and 3 Indiana All-Stars, and we stalled and kept us in the game in the first half, which was, I remember that game plan and going into it and talking to my dad about it. Like you said, I agree, but there's also some big disparities in 3A basketball right now.
There are.
With some of the enrollment stuff.
And I don't think, I don't see as far as the all-in-all out stall, I don't see that many. And I check scores every day. They're in the WTHR has all the scores in the state. And I don't think that's an issue, but I do like the fact that collegiately it gives us a little bit more of a continuation going into college. As I said, professionally I could care less about, not because I don't like pro basketball, but these guys, most of these people aren't going to play professional basketball. But
well, they're not going to.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think it's good and bad. I like it in some aspects. I wish it wouldn't be 35 seconds. I wish it'd be a little longer.
Well, that's the proposal. Now, these are just proposals.
But they've done some research before they make the proposal. So I think, and then like you said, the cost of schools. Most schools have it, but if you're a smaller school that doesn't have it and money's tight, that's another, like you said, another volunteer. That's not quite as easy as it was 30, 40 years ago.
No.
But as far as
it may not be, won't be tomorrow night, but I will bring these numbers, and I can't remember which one had the most. But one of these schools in the Olson North Central Conference had over 400 tournament wins, and I also had a number of Speedway and Milan and some other schools that would be interesting. So maybe one of the games next week I'll bring that. And
I believe Milan made the four corner pretty popular, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm obviously not. That's before my generation, but the way I've read it, right, that was what
one
Coach
of the first
Wood
ones.
was really good at, four corners and spreading you out once they got the lead.
Yeah, and they held the ball.
Yeah.
The final score of the state, I think, was 32-30 or 34-32, something like that.
Good pass ahead. Talik with two more. Looks like the Plugs are up 35, and per HSA rule, that means it should be a running clock the rest of the game. So if you're watching at home and you wonder why the clock keeps going,
that's why.
That's why, and it doesn't stop, whether the score changes or they cut it to 25 at this point. It's going to keep running. Kaiser with the rebound. Good swing to Lund. Murley will shoot two. Kyle makes the first one. Makes them both. His first 2 points. Good pass by Greer.
Yep.
Finished by Michael Robinson. His fourth point of the game. Royals are I think they're in a 3-2 zone.
Look like a 3-2.
Not sure if they know. Kaiser shoot two more free throws.
VP Insurance works with a wide range of providers to find the right policy for your needs. Located in and serving the Speedway community since 1974, our experienced agents work for you, not the insurance companies. With competitive rates and personalized service, VP Insurance helps you protect what matters the most.
Kaiser with his seventh free throw already in the third quarter.
Now, that's
got fouled on the three.
Going forward, for us to defeat the really good teams, we're going to have to get to the line, as we've talked many times, and we're pretty good at that. May have traveled there, but.
Royals still working on some things here.
Again, as you've mentioned several times tonight, is defensively stay low, contain the ball.
Yeah, don't get up on a shot fake. We've left our feet a few times.
Yeah. You know, as they say many times, you don't have to hit the home runs. Just hit the singles. Do the little things that you're supposed to do. The star plays and things like that, they're all good. Sometimes they help momentum, but those really are not the things that win basketball games, especially against really good teams.
No, it's going to be good, solid closeouts.
Yeah.
It's going to be, like you said, just those 1,000 little things add up to winning and losing. Not a dunk, not a three-pointer. It's all those little things.
Yep.
Little 1-2-2 press here by the Royals.
And that's good for us.
Yeah.
See different
Good
things.
job. Great job attacking there.
Yeah.
Getting the Kaiser in the middle of the floor. 2 more for him. Greer with a good kick out there. Marcus Ray into.
He got turned around a little bit.
Yeah, you know, he did the old classic dribbled before he moved. Like I said, like to see him square up. Good shot. Greer's a nice player.
Yes.
And he's been unselfish. He's kicked it out a few times where I thought maybe he'd shoot. Don't keep it there, Marcus. Good. Better job there by Nolan. Catching and looking. Great shot by Keller Sox. He made one last week, too. That's good for him to make another one.
And I believe the sectional is on our home floor this year, so
yeah,
it's good that we have this home streak here. And
that was Devon Johnson with his first bucket. Devine Johnson, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, that was Ramon Durham.
Royals need to do a little bit better job on that press. Sparkplugs are scoring, getting good shots, I should say, almost at will. You know, Shane, we're up high enough here. It's always, boys or girls, doesn't matter, interesting to me to see on breaks how we spread the floor and how we space out, which is what you want. Hit another one.
I really liked Owen Seaver rooting. Do you see him get in position early on Marcus Ray's other three, which he's done a really good job of rebounding.
Yes.
Just shows he's understanding the game. Ball's coming on the opposite side. He does a really good job of getting himself in great rebounding, weak side rebounding position.
Do your work early.
Yep, good move.
And I think we got a timeout here just basically to be able to do some substitutions.
30-second timeout called by the Sparkplugs.
$60-20. About a minute 47 to the end of the third quarter. As we've said several times, this is the girls' senior night, last home game. Not only the last home game, last game of the season. They're going to have 3 practice days. They're going to have Friday, Saturday, and Monday. They will be playing, and we'll talk about this later, at Edgewood next Tuesday at 6 o'clock against Cascade. Coach Smith talked about the fact that we're certainly not the favorites going in, but you never know.
No, I think playing Cascade, a conference team, a rival, that'd be an exciting game. Good put back.
Yep.
By Durham. Ramon Durham there.
Oh, nice look.
Plugs get the rebound.
1 minute.
Marcus Ray gets fouled on the drive. He'll shoot 2.
Now coming to row number 14, Michael Robinson. That is his third. Team fifth. Marcus Ray line with 2 shots.
Marcus knocks the first one down.
Marcus, again, one of those guys that we don't talk a lot about, but certainly has become more comfortable in his role that he has here. Capable of knocking some shots down, handling the basketball, doing a lot of different things.
Like you said, he's got a really good feel for the game.
Yes.
Like to see him get a little stronger and quicker. I think that would really help him moving forward. Because like you said, he does have a really knack for being around the ball. Good instincts when he drives. Good feel for the game.
Yeah. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score Speedway 64, the Root Rebels 22.
At Linde Advanced Material Technologies, we're committed to supporting the community we've called home for over 100 years. From creating career opportunities, cheering on our local schools, we're honored to have our global headquarters in the heart of Speedway. More information about Linde AMT and our current open positions is available at www.linde-amt.com. From Speedway to Space, Linde Advanced Material Technologies, making the world more productive.
One quarter to go. Plugs should be running their record to 7-6. We'll make it official here in about 10 minutes.
Good. Oh, good dive.
It was. He's very unselfish. He could have taken one dribble. And
It's Alec with 2 more. I like the fact that he does a good job of looking opposite, right? Just like you said, basic. He could have, but instead of catching, he squared, looked opposite. So I'd like him to see he looks basket first, then opposite, but good defense by Drew, good rebound.
you know, there's always players every year that are seniors that you wish could be back for another year just because of how much they improved over the course of their senior year. And he's one of them.
Yeah, and I think, and some guys just mature differently, but there's some kids that make that big jump their senior year. It's like all of a sudden they realize like, oh, it's almost over, and they work harder in the off season, and they do some things a little different than maybe they had the first 3 years. It's funny, I had a football player in class today say, wait a minute, I'll be an upperclassman next year. It's like, yeah, you are. Yeah, we're going to expect you to play well.
Make them both. Good.
Yeah, makes them both. Yeah, but he's one of those guys, like you said, he's only getting better every game.
Yeah.
Good job by Drew. Call a hand check on AJ there. Greer does a good job of getting down the lane, but Drew's still there in front of him. The 6'7" and a long wingspan. Good hands by AJ.
Good look.
Get the young guys in here.
Yep. You know, given the fact that the way the weather was this week, this really is beneficial for Speedway to have a game like this tonight.
Yeah, I think it's, you want to get your guys enough legs to kind of make sure it was good, but you don't want to play them too. They haven't practiced much.
No.
I'm sure yesterday. I don't know, how much they got in yesterday or how much you could get in really yesterday, or if everyone could even make it safely.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all those variables. Good block by Nolan. Soxy again.
That's it.
Give it to him again.
Yeah.
There
Nice
it is.
left
Yeah.
hand.
So, yeah, he's playing well.
Yep.
The ball screen here.
A shooting foul.
Tyrell Phillips will shoot 2 here.
Number 24, Colton Thompson, his first.
Missed 2 earlier in the game.
Coach Nichols pulling his team off the line, probably a wise move given the number of fast break opportunities Speedway's had in this entire game. Get a chance to set defensively.
Misses them both, Tyrell.
God, good look. He's going to short corner and a roller, but when you watch games, it doesn't matter what level. When you see players do the right things, it doesn't matter. Of course, it matters if they score. You want them to, especially if that's the team you're rooting for. But you want to see players doing the right things, making the right decisions.
Yeah.
And that was a right decision there.
Yeah, going to the right places.
Yeah.
Looking to the right spots.
Yeah, I mentioned this the other day to Coach Smith. The girls JV team, the last 3 or 4 games I've seen them play, did a lot of that, doing the right things.
Yeah, and you've been as a JV coach, that's all you're happy with that.
Yeah.
You're really happy. It doesn't matter about the results.
Yep. Three minutes.
Nolan gets fouled there.
The last part of the schedule for the Spark Plugs starts tomorrow night, Shelbyville here, and it's going to be a tough one. Then we're at Monrovia in the makeup game, and Martinsville here, Bethesda Christian, Indian Creek here, at Tri-West, Crawfordsville here, and probably one of the tougher games of the year, February 27th, to end the season at Triton Central. We've got a really good team. He looks like he might be able to be a wide receiver, Shane.
I think he's going to be a good one there, too. A really good one.
Yeah. Well, he did a nice job of catching that and getting himself balanced where he didn't run out of bounds. And
yeah, we're on him all the time about, just give up basketball and come straight to football. No, but he's going to be a really good football player for us. He is a heck of a wide receiver. He catches everything. Excited to see him play next year. He's a Bears fan. That's
I was
going to
say, if they just weren't Bears fans, it would be a lot better.
Good rebound by Max.
Good spacing for Spark Plugs.
Cooper Eller with 2.
Get the big applause, slight applause for Cooper. Cooper, a good golfer, works at the Brickyard Crossing. One minute.
Oh, good steal there. By number 23, Gordon. Good, Max is open. A little short there.
I think that might have been a half decision of should I bank it or should I just.
Yep.
And that's probably going to be it.
Gotta get across half court.
And that's the final score. Speedway 77, Rooted School 24. I think probably what Coach Wanell wanted to see. Pretty good effort. Again.
Yeah, I thought, like I said, we did some really positive things. I thought Metallic started the game off really well. I thought Kaiser, third quarter, did some positive things. Keller Sox made 3 threes, which is always a positive. Our 2 bigs, Nolan Ward and Owen Seaver, are getting better and better and better. And that's going to be our size advantage, something that we have over Cascade, and some of our sectional opponents, I think, will give us an opportunity to be successful. I forgot boys host sectionals here, too, and being here.
Yeah. And once again, we'll probably leave the boys program here for a minute, but tomorrow night we will be hosting the Shelbyville Golden Bears here at Pollard Gymnasium, and it will be a normal boy JV varsity night. So right now we're watching it.
Get things set up for our senior night for the girls here.
Got a couple of managers, a couple of players. I know you interviewed Haley and Macy halftime.
Macy and Haley, and it's like I said, you know, for me, this is neat. You know, Haley is, you know, my niece, obviously, and real proud of the fact that she's, you know, continued to play 3 sports. You know, that's not easy to do. We talked about girls basketball, and I know she's been pulled a lot of different directions the last 4 years, but playing 3 sports was something that my family's proud of, and we all did that, and proud of her for doing that. She's had a really good senior year. And Macy, of course, you know, being hurt and then coming back, and really since she's been back, I think it's a real turning point in our girls' season. Defensively, we've been better. She's given us a little more firepower, and I think the girls were excited when she got back. I think that was so.
You know, to be able to leave, graduate, and say that you were on the sectional championship team here of any sport, and they were when they were sophomores.
Yeah, and to do it with your sister, I mean, that's pretty neat.
Yes. Yeah.
It is a pretty neat thing, so. Yeah, I don't think people, sometimes we forget how hard it is to win a section.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting things set up here, looks like.
Coach Smith does a great job. We're going to hand it over to
School Girls Basketball team. But before we do that, we would also like to honor senior members
of their basketball team as well and present them with a small gift.
for our basketball program. Senior members of their basketball team are number 23, Chris, and number 24, Anaya Anthony. Congratulations and good luck to Tri-West High School seniors. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Senior Night, where we are celebrating our senior basketball players. Tonight, we honor 4 student athletes who have contributed to the success of the basketball program throughout this season and with their time here at Speedway High School. First, we have senior number 23, Macy Delano. Macy is escorted by her parents, Amy and Jason, and her brother, Tommy. This is her 4th year playing basketball. Macy also participated in volleyball for 4 years. Macy is a member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, and SALT team. Macy's most influential educator here at Speedway has been Adam Hurston. According to Macy, Mr. Hurston is a great teacher who taught her science, which is what she will study in college. Macy's future plans are to attend the University of Cincinnati and major in medical imaging. Senior Macy Delisle. Next, senior number 32, Haley Clampett. Haley is escorted by her parents, Heather and JD, Papa and siblings, Hedrick and Lennox. This is Haley's 4th year playing basketball. Haley has also participated in volleyball and softball for 4 years. Haley is a member of the SALT team as well. Her most influential educator here at Speedway has been JD Clampett. She said that her dad is not only just a coach, he's always there for her for the easy times and the hard times. He makes her strive to be a better person and athlete every day. Haley said she inspires to be like her dad as she grows older. Haley plans to attend college and play softball and become an ultrasound technician. Senior Haley Clampett. Next is senior manager Marcella Fernandez. Marcella is escorted by her mother, aunt, and sister. This is Marcella's 1st year as a basketball manager. She has also participated in soccer and tennis for 3 years. Marcella is a member of the Spanish Club, Student Council, and National Honor Society. Her most influential educator here at Speedway has been Andrew Wills. She said that Mr. Wills is a very supportive teacher and is always willing to help, even if it's not his subject. Marcella plans to attend IU Bloomington and pursue a career in the medical field. Senior manager Marcella Fernandez. Next is senior manager Isabel Gonzalez. Isabel is escorted by her parents, Maria Leon and Wilfredo Gonzalez. This is her 3rd year as the basketball manager. Isabel has also played volleyball for 3 years and tennis for 4 years. Isabel is a member of the Student Council, National Honor Society, and Spanish Club. Her most influential educator here at Speedway has been Mindy Lewis. She said that Mrs. Lewis was one of the first teachers to help her in Speedway and to help her learn the English language when she first moved here. Isabel said she is thankful she never doubted her. Isabel plans to attend IU Bloomington to study neuroscience. Senior Manager Isabel Gonzalez. To the senior student athletes of Speedway High School, as the final whistle blows on your high school careers, we celebrate not just your victories on the court, but the character, commitment, and camaraderie you've shown along the way. You've worn the Speedway colors with pride, lifted each other through challenges, and inspired the next generation with your grit and grace. Whether you were chasing records, building team spirit, or simply showing up with heart every day, your legacy is etched into the halls of Speedway. You have proven that excellence isn't just about stats, it's about leadership, resilience, and the way you carry yourselves when no one's watching. Congratulations, class of 2026. Your journey as athletes may be changing lanes, but your impact will keep driving this community forward. Keep chasing greatness on and off the court. Here's to your next chapter. Keep that spark plug spirit alive. Let's give another round of applause to these great senior athletes on their success and wish them the best of luck in the future.
Welcome back to Pollard Gymnasium, where tonight I am joined by number 1, Kendrick Kaiser, senior at Speedway High School. Kendrick, a 3-star, 3-sport athlete here at Speedway High School. Kendrick, first of all, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
7-6, got a tough one tomorrow night, but hey, that's what you do. You go from playing some teams that you think you should win to playing some really competitive teams, challenging teams. So my first question would be tonight, how do you see yourself as a role leader for this team? And what I'm sure the coaches talk to you about roles and things like that. How do you see yourself as a member of this team and what you should be able to bring to this team?
So for me, I feel like my main thing is being able to pressure the other team's best player a lot of the time. I want to be able to run the offense mainly. If Drew's out of the game for any reason, I got to be able to step up and create things for my teammates. I got to be able to get the ball to my shooters. When Kyle and AJ get them going, a lot of that falls on me. So I have a lot of opportunities. I know a lot of our scoring leads on Drew, which is fine. He's an amazing player. But a lot of it leans on me to be able to get all the other players going too, get the ball to AJ, get the ball in the pick and roll over to my centers. So those are my main things.
You're exactly right. And I'll tell you something that's happened in the last 4 or 5 games, maybe since the Decatur Central game, even though that was a loss. You mentioned getting the ball to some of your wings, AJ and Kyle. And those guys have really started to step up, hitting some big shots and going forward, and you've been getting them the ball. I know those guys spot up on the wings and the corners a lot, and that's down the line, that's going to pay, because all that does is that opens up the whole floor for you and Drew Metallic.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your schedule here. What is your class schedule here at the high school?
For me, I'm looking at I got AP Government, AP Physics, Calculus, AP Statistics, and AP Literature. So I got a pretty tough schedule my senior year, but it's something I can really handle.
I was going to say, I heard a lot of APs in there.
Yeah.
Those classes are, even no matter how you do on the AP exams in May, those classes really, really prepare you.
Yeah.
For the next level, if that's what you're going to be doing. Do you have a favorite of all those classes? And if you don't, that's fine.
No, definitely. I think I'll go Government this year. It's something I've really been interested in. So Mr. Todd's a great teacher for Government. Always really locked in that class, focus on it.
you know, we talked to all the seniors, obviously, and you're not the first person that ever said Mr. Todd was, for some reason, he does things that really interest a lot of the students.
Yeah.
Which makes it nice. So knowing that, you know, what's your plans? Do you have plans for the next year at this point? Or?
Next year, what I'm mainly looking at is probably college. Go to IU Bloomington. I want to major in finance and then minor in political science.
Oh, wow.
If possible. Yeah, that's focusing a lot on like my long-term goal is getting to like sports finance, going to finance and all that stuff, and try and get into like the sports sector and work a finance job for like a sports team somewhere.
Sure.
And then political science, because that's just something a personal interest of mine, really interested in.
Well, it kind of sounds with the fact that you like the government class
Yeah.
so well. Great goals. Never give up on them, no matter what happens. Which really comes to my last question. You know, 3 sports you played basketball,
Soccer, track.
so you're basically you're busy from.
Yeah.
I was going to say from August until the end of the year, but even the summertime. What? Tell me something. This is my last question the whole time to the seniors. You know, this right here, that part of the building over there, academically, you're obviously taking great classes, and that's going to get you to IU Bloomington or wherever you want to go. But once you get there and get out of school, the lessons that you learn on this floor or in soccer, track, whatever, they're going to pay dividends for the rest of your life. Tell me something that you may have learned in a sport, good or bad, because sometimes the lessons that you learn aren't always good.
Yeah.
But something that you know it's going to help you going forward no matter what, that you'll never forget.
Yeah, for me, I think the biggest thing is definitely not letting small inconveniences get to me. It's something I feel kind of bad with. I don't know if you ever recognize it on the court when you're watching, but like a small mistake or something like that, I got to learn to not let that like get to me. Keep my head up, keep it pushing, and get through it. Applies to real life a lot too. It's the same thing. Like small inconveniences, like start my day's not going well, something like that. I got to be able to just get up, keep going through it. But it's something like a lot of basketball mainly is probably where I'm at it the worst. Sure. But like got to get over those things and be able to keep pushing, still have a good rest of my day, good rest of my game, whatever it applies to.
You know, it's a great answer, and it kind of coincides with some of the answers that we had to the other seniors. A big one was don't take anything for granted. But another one was from some of the seniors was exactly what you're saying. And there's a saying in a lot of sports, and I'm sure you've heard it in any sports that you play, it's next play. You can't dwell, that last play is over. You can't dwell on that.
Yeah.
So it's the next play. In golf, it's the next shot, even though you may have shanked that one, whatever. Well, first, thanks a lot for coming up, Kenrick, and congratulations on your senior season, on the class schedules that you're taking, the goals that you have. What great goals that you have going forward.
Thank you.
Never give up on any of that stuff.
No, definitely not.
Great.
All right, thank you.
You bet. We'll be back in a little bit with the lineups for tonight's game. Along with some managers, as the Sparkplugs take on the Tri-West Bruins here, I'm here with Coach Joe Smith. Coach, because of the fact that this is going to be the last time I'm going to talk to you before the sectional, rather than replaying the last couple of games, let's first of all start with tonight's game and what we might expect up here and in the stands from the Tri-West Bruins.
Well, they don't have a JV team, so they don't have a lot of kids. But the ones they have are very good. They don't play a lot of kids. That they're going to play obviously their starting 5, but beyond that, it's maybe one other kid goes in for a few minutes, and that's about it. So they're not very deep. We scrimmaged them, which is kind of a weird scenario. You don't usually scrimmage somebody that you play in the season, but we were fulfilling an obligation with them. We'll scrimmage somebody else next year. They're fast. They got a point guard that's extremely good. She's averaging about 15 a game. She reminds me a lot of Camille when Camille Perry played for us. She's quick. She's elusive. She can shoot it. She can drive. But if we can try, I told our kids yesterday, we're not trying to stop her. We're trying to limit her. If we can limit her under her points per game. They have a post player that's okay, that shoots a lot when she gets it, 220 times this season.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
But she shoots a lot, but I really feel like that girl, even though she's a really good player, their post player, I think we would rather have her shoot the ball than their point guard shoot the ball. So so they're very good. They'll do a lot of man. They'll play some extended 1-3-1. They'll play regular half-court 1-3-1. They'll play some diamond press, like three-quarter court type stuff. But I really think they're playing that type of stuff to slow people down because they don't have a lot of bodies. So it'll be a good test for us going into the sectional. We've challenged our kids and said, if we can limit those 2 players to single digits and compete, we'll have a shot to win the basketball game. So it'll be interesting to see. Tonight's always an emotional night for your seniors. It's trying to get them in the groove. I mean, even tonight when they got here, they weren't in their normal mindset, which is normal. That's not abnormal for our seniors to have that. But special night for Haley, special night for Macy. We have 2 senior managers that we'll honor as well, and we'll do all those introductions and senior type things immediately following the boys game tonight.
Okay. Well, let's talk then a little bit about the sectional. We will be playing next Tuesday night, if I'm correct, at Edgewood.
Right.
High School.
Close trip.
Well, right
close
down
trip.
the street.
Yeah.
That's what. A lot of different things we can have conversations on, and that's one. Another one was. We can't do it right now because the time will limit us, but the number of girls around the state of Indiana in girls basketball, that has decreased in the last 10, 15, 20 years. And you mentioned at Tri-West, but that's a topic for another night.
Sure.
But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the sectional tournament. We can start off with Edgewood and talk about that game or anything else related to the sectional that you want to.
Well, we usually, we had the storm the night they had the sectional draw, this winter storm hit, and usually that is a day that we have all the kids come to the house. We have a watch party and we feed them dinner. And it was actually Haley Clampett's birthday. We planned on having cake and ice cream for her, and it just kind of went to the wayside. So, but watching that, I was sitting there, and you remember those days. Okay, please, this is who we want. You're kind of doing those prayers, and it actually played out pretty much the way I wanted it to. So the 2, I mean, it's no surprise. Our kids know this. The 2 best teams in the sectional are Owen Valley and Northview, and Edgewood is right there as well. I actually got a chance to see Edgewood play Cascade last week. I went and scouted both of those teams. So we'll open up on Tuesday night against Cascade, which I think will be a very good matchup for us. We played that game early in the season without Macy. So Macy was hurt, so that gives us a different dynamic. I walked away that night after watching Edgewood play Cascade thinking, okay, we can compete with these 2 teams, and, you just never know what's going to happen at that point. But Cascade they haven't changed much. They're going to play some 1-3-1. They're going to play some extended 1-3-1. They try to do that early in the game for some reason. The games I've scouted lately of them, they're playing a lot of 1-3-1 on makes, and then man on misses, and then by the second quarter, third quarter, they're totally man. So, and they played some 2-3 a little bit too. But man pressure's kind of been our nemesis. We've kind of come out of that a little bit. With Macy being back, that gives us another ball handler, which helps. The Cascade game will be competitive. It's nice because we play tonight. We'll get 3 days to prep for them. I get to the point where it's like you got to stop watching film because then you start overanalyzing everything. But it'll be the same for us, being able to, play good, solid half-court man, probably play some zone in that game as well. You know, they've got a couple players that are okay. They're pretty good. They're good enough to beat us. But I think our kids will be ready. Our kids are very realistic in our season. I think I talked one time to you about at Christmas break, we always do a goal-setting session. And our kids made 4 goals they wanted to reach for the end of the season, and one of them was to win the first round of the sectional. You know, and it's not, it was, I mean, anything can happen.
Sure.
But our kids are realistic enough to know that the Edgewoods, the Owen Valleys, and Northviews, they're just in another category.
Right.
I mean, they just really are. Now, are we good enough to beat one of them? Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to beat them all.
I know. Good enough to beat one of them.
Yeah.
I think, and Edgewood is who we would play in the semifinal if we were happen to get by Cascade. And they're senior laden. They play about 5 or 6 kids, like we said. Just not very many kids. They're not very deep. But I didn't walk away going, oh my gosh, there's no way we can compete with these. That wasn't what I felt like at all. I walked away thinking, you know what, we can beat both those teams. But for us, taking care of the basketball is important.
Sure.
We've continued to reduce our turnovers, which has helped us compete in games. You know, it was big for our kids. We've won more games than we won last year, so that's a big deal for our kids. We're double-figure wins right now. Last week we played really well. You know, and I think tonight, like I said, it's going to be a great test for us going into Cascade.
Good, good. Well, as always, it's been fun throughout the year talking to you before games and some after games, and we won't get a chance. I know we're going to talk to the senior players here after the game tonight. But anyway, good luck. Best of luck in the sectional this year. And,
thank you.
Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a little bit. Welcome back to Pollard Gymnasium, where tonight, second game, Speedway Girls will take on the Tri-West Girls. Sparkplugs coming in with a record of 10-8. Tri-West coming in with a record of 11-10, losing last night to a very good Chittard team. We'll get the lineups right away tonight. First of all, to Tri-West, coached by Lacey Crafton in her second season with the Bruins. Starting at a perimeter position, 5'6" sophomore, number 2, averaging around 5 points a game, Brooke Oldham. Another perimeter position, 5'6" senior, number 24, Anaya Anthony. Inside position, 5'10" junior, number 4, Blair Benner, averaging 9 points a game and 5 rebounds. Ella Smith, another inside player, 5'7" freshman, number 10, averaging around 4 a game. And rounding out the lineup will be Cameron Fairs, a 5'10" senior, number 23. Cameron's averaging around 11 points a game, leading scorer, 4 rebounds. For the Plugs, probably the normal lineup here. Madeline Metallic, 6' sophomore, number 11, averaging 14 and 8. Macy Delisle making her last appearance here. Pollard Gymnasium, 5'9" senior, number 23, averaging 10 and 4. Another perimeter player, Gracie Tinky, 5'4", sophomore, number 5. Addie Haberman-Smith, 5'11", junior, number 3, averaging 4 points, 4 rebounds a game. And also making final appearance here at Pollard Gymnasium, 6'1", senior, number 32, Haley Clampett. Haley averaging around 9.7 points a game and almost 8 rebounds a game. Shane, I know you had a chance to talk to both of the girls before the game. What impressed you most about them?
Well, I'm lucky. I've known one for her whole life. And then, Macy is just a great kid, comes from a great family. So 2 girls that are really enjoyable to have in class, really good athletes. I remember a couple years ago, they both came in and worked out with the football team a little bit in the spring, just trying to get better. So real proud of them, and hopefully we can get a win tonight on their last home game and build towards Tuesday in sectionals.
Senior nights are always a little, you kind of really never know what to expect. Some seniors get really emotional, and usually it takes them a little bit of time to go in, and other times seniors just come out and they light it up, burn the net. So who knows, but it's been a really good year for the Plugs, and we'll go over to Mr. Lindsay now for the lineups for tonight's game.
Starting at one guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 2, Brooke Oldham. And 4 at 5'10" junior, number 4, Blair Benner. And 4 at 5'7" freshman, number 10, Ella Smith. And 4 at 5'10" senior, number 23, Cameron Ferris. And guard at 5'6" senior, number 24, Anaya Anthony. And coach for the Bruins is Lacey Crafton. And now the starting lineup for your Speedway Basketball. Starting at forward, 5'11" junior, number 3, Addie Haberman-Smith. And guard at 5'4" sophomore, number 5, Gracie Tinky. And guard at 6' sophomore, number 11, Madeline Metallic. And guard at 5'9" senior, number 23, Macy Delisle. And in center, 6'1" senior, number 32, Haley Clampett. Their Sparkplugs are coached by Coach Smith.
Tonight's officials are sponsored by the 2020 Eye Physicians of Indiana, with 2 convenient locations in Speedway and Indianapolis. The doctors at 2020 provide high-quality eye care that all patients deserve, helping everyone to see the court more clearly. Should be a very competitive game.
I was just thinking the same thing. I think this is going to be a really close, good game. Records are similar. Ratings seem similar.
Coach Smith said that they probably won't go real deep into the bench, but 6 to 7 is pretty good.
Oh, we scrimmaged them.
Yeah.
That's our IHSA scrimmage. Forgot about that. Macy misses his early 3. Macy.
Yep.
Handling their pressure, I think, will be a big part of the game tonight. And talking to the girls, I know they have some good guards that are going to give us a little bit of trouble.
Good board. Tie it up. Yeah, the girls, same kind of situation, having with the snow this week and the cold, haven't got a lot of practice time.
Good rebound by Addie. Boys looking to get a little offense here. Haley catches on the high block. Turnover by the Plugs.
Good drive.
Good move.
Good left hand. Good pass. Good pass. Haley.
Plug side 2-2. We've got the turnover there. Madeline driving good.
I think everything on the post move was good up to the last second.
I know, she got trying to step through there.
Yep.
Gracie Tinky doing a really good job of denying.
Good form.
The lead guard, number 4, Blair Benner.
Good form. Benner on the season shooting 23% from the three-point line.
Metallic for 3. Long.
As a team, Tri-West shooting 26% from the three-point line. High volume, 361 in whatever I said, 21 games.
Oh, that's it. It was a tough pass there.
Yep. We got a really good crowd here tonight. I'm looking down at our student section. Band was playing earlier. Again, like you, Coach Clampett, I think everybody wanted to get out. Tired of being stuck in the house where it's cold.
Yeah, and what a great way to come back with a boy and girl doubleheader.
No kidding. And I think, not for certain on this, but is that true next year? All the conference games will be played like this? Will be a boy? It has been solidified?
It is. I'm pretty sure it has.
Okay.
I'm kind of like you. I think it has, but I don't want to say 100%.
Okay.
Metallic with 2 there.
I know it's been highly discussed.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure if it's 100% all the way through. Oh, good shot there by Cameron Ferris.
Not shooting a lot from 3. That was only her 12th attempt of the year. She's now 3 for 12, shooting 25%.
Bad closeout. No, she traveled.
Yep, that was
I think we got to continue to do a good job. Callie and Gracie are doing a good job of denying Anaya Anthony and trying to keep their lead guard out of it. And I think the girls were understanding. You know, Macy and Haley talked about their defense is better. The girls were talking about in class that, you know, defensively they're a lot better. That's why they felt more confident going into tonight. So, again, you know, play through some of our struggles offensively. Macy for 3. Good.
I think since she's been put in the starting lineup, has really done a great job of taking the other teams, whether it's a good offensive player or whether it's your lead guard, trying to take them out of the game or making them work as hard as possible.
Yeah, and then you bring Callie in right after, who just another person right on top of you. Yeah, they've done a really good job of embracing that role. Good defense, good rebound by Madeline. Macy again for 3. Aubrey Loyal battling there, just didn't get it. Yeah, calls of travel though.
Yep.
Oh, thought you had that one.
Yep. Pretty clean first half. Only 2 fouls, 1 by each team so far. We got 2:40 to go.
Been a very evenly matched first half too.
Yeah.
She's going to shoot too good.
Yep.
I think we could settle down a little bit offensively. Get a little more continuity, a little more ball movement, but overall been pretty good first half, or first quarter.
And really that's kind of been the story of the year, is just getting settled down a little bit, slowing yourself down. You know, you want to play fast on defense, and timing is so important on offense. Calix shooting from the line this year, 62%. Been there again, high volume, 91 times coming into tonight's game.
Makes the second one. Plugs in their 2-1-2 half-court trap. And, you know, you forget, it's emotional for every girl. You know, I know Madeline's really good friends with Macy, and I know that she talked about it being hard for her to watch Macy play her last game. So I think everyone needs to kind of settle in.
Yeah. You know, it's a long season, and then you throw in a lot of summer workouts, and all of a sudden you realize this is it.
Yeah. Pressed by here. We got to take our care of the ball here. Aubrey back rims it. Metallic for 3. Good job, Aubrey. 2 good looks by Aubrey Loyal. Good rebound. Plugs pushing the ball again. Get a good possession here.
Coach Smith calling a special, I believe, or at least a set.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to get in some 4-out, 1-in offense here.
Nice back cut.
Yeah, good back door.
That's it. Good.
Yeah, good back cut by Madeline. Good pass by Callie. Good rebound by Katie. Okay,
let's get the last one.
Yeah.
Here.
That one made me nervous there. Good game, Metallic driving.
You know, that's talk about that in a minute. Official's part of the floor.
Yeah.
That helped us.
That leads to us to get a layup.
But it hit his leg and bounced back in.
Yeah, he was inbound, so.
Great first quarter play. Speedway and Tri-West locked up 12-12.
The Speedway Lions Club is a proud partner and supporter of the town of Speedway and Speedway schools. The club meets on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. in the Speedway Municipal Center. More information about the club and about joining the club is available via email at speedwaylions@gmail.com. Tight game like we talked about. I think this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It has the feeling of a down-to-the-wire game already. And we've done a really good job of limiting Anaya Anthony. She does a good job of really kind of setting the stage. She's done a good job defensively turning us over, but we've limited her offensively.
Last season, Bruins were 14-10. They've only had one losing season, I think, in the last 8. Last meeting between these teams was in 2016-2017. Tri-West defeated Speedway. Since 2000, Tri-West leads the series 10-6. For the Speedway fans, you might remember Brad Acton, who was a freshman coach here for several years, was the head coach of the Lady Bruins for 11 seasons. We have 8 common opponents this year. Tri-West is 5-3 against those opponents. Speedway 3-5. Probably their closest game of the year was against, actually it was a win against Triton Central. Triton Central pretty well had their way with us.
Yeah.
My guess would have been that probably was their biggest
win.
The biggest win of the season.
That's a good win. Beating.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good win. Yeah, looking down the line, they've beaten Whiteland, Anderson, beat Cascade by 14, beat Greenwood. So, been a good year for Tri-West. No lockout. Fortunate.
Out there, yeah. It's Alec open there. I'd like to see her take maybe a rhythm dribble.
Yeah.
Could be our ball. Plug's moving the ball here.
Get it to her. Nope.
No. Good job by Addie, though. If you don't get it after a minute, step off the block.
And go.
Macy for 3.
Okay, over the last 3 years, we've seen her get hot on the floor.
Yeah, I don't. She likes shooting. She can shoot it.
She can shoot it.
She can. Good
Ooh,
back
nice
door.
one.
Yeah. Blair Benner with another bucket.
Stay with it. Stay with it. That's it.
Aberman. Turnover by the Plugs, trying to get back here. Good defense by Addie. Good help side. Really good job.
That was
yeah.
I think that's going to go to Speedway.
That's Speedway's ball.
That was a really good defensive possession.
Like I said, you can tell that they're getting it. They're doing a really good job of helping each other and rotating and communicating.
This goes back to the last game we played here at home, and the first quarter was about as good as I've seen our team play this year.
Steal there again, trying to get it inside a little late. Good shot by number 5, Emma Charles. Good pass by Gracie.
Yeah.
Addie Haberman-Smith with 2 more.
We talk about improvement. She's improved as much as anybody.
She has. Macy in the passing lane. Yeah, Brenner with another bucket for the Bruins. Plugs in a 4 out, 1 in here. Troy's doing a good job of pushing us further and further out. Yeah, we had 2 of them there.
Last 3 trips down the floor haven't been real good for the play. A couple turnovers and
Brenner with 2 more. Good, nice pass by Anaya Anthony there.
Need to get a good possession, good shot here. 20-19, Tri-West leads. 3.5 to go.
Good move by Metallic. Just didn't get it to go. Oh. Two 50-50 balls we did not come up with.
Yeah.
Benner gets open and knocks it down. She's a very good player, too. That's with her 11th point already.
Yeah, that's half of them.
And Nia Anthony is doing a really good job defensively. Like I said, we've done a good job of limiting her offensively, but on the other end of the floor, she is giving us a ton of problems.
Yeah.
Her quickness and hands and giving Madeline some trouble on the perimeter here. Just making it miserable for anybody she's guarding, really. Right there, prime example. I think it was a good time to kind of pick up our pressure with her out. We could have got a little press there. Got the roll. Good rebound by Haley Clampett. Good. The Plugs ball. Madeline's bringing it up here. Getting us into a little offense here. Metallic short there, yeah, you could tell it when it left her hand.
Yep. That was a tough shot, too, going to your left and shooting over somebody. Anyway, we've been stuck on 19 here for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, we had a 19-16 lead.
Popcheff and Dinn has been your trusted Speedway law firm for over 50 years, offering reliable, caring legal support to families and businesses in our community. Located at 5023 West 16th Street or online at popchefflaw.com.
It's been a really quick quarter.
Yeah, it has. It's no fouls.
Grab it, good. Good push ahead, good pass, get in there. Haley couldn't quite get it up high on the rim there. Good ball movement though.
Yep.
Big shot.
It's 9 straight points for the Bruins.
Turnover again by the Plugs.
There we go, Haley, good rebound.
Yeah, got to hold on to it here. Need a bucket here.
Yep, under a minute.
Their ball.
Yep. 31 seconds to go.
I think it's a good time. Good call. Pick up pressure here a little bit. See if we can't turn our defense into offense.
Yep, no fouls. Looks like we're going to have a timeout by Tri-West.
Well, you know, I think we can't let our offensive frustration, I feel like that was a little bit. We had some bad possessions offensively, a couple missed shots, a couple turnovers, and it kind of, we let them get a couple layups, and then our defensive intensity kind of dropped a little bit. It's so hard and so important to make sure that one side of the floor doesn't affect the other one, you know. You miss a shot, don't let it affect your defensive effort, right? Or, you know, or you get beat defensively, don't let it affect you going down the other end.
And how many teams, not high school only, in the country could heed that advice?
Yeah. Oh, it's easy said than done.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Oh, got a break there.
Yeah, we did. Good execution by Tri-West. Tri-West ball there. I think Macy was the last one to touch it. Tough pass ahead there. One shot.
Yep. And that's the end of the first half of play with the score Tri-West 25, Speedway 19. We'll be back with some halftime scores and first comments from the first half in just a minute. Welcome back. Pollard Gymnasium, where at halftime, Tri-West leads Speedway 25-19.
At Linde Advanced Material Technologies, we believe young leaders are the future of our company. We proudly sponsor the Speedway High School STEAM Student of the Week. This week, Linde AMT, along with Speedway Community Television and Speedway High School Science Department, would like to recognize Mayerling Gutierrez Mendez. Mayerling is an extremely hard worker in AP Environmental Science. She does not let excuses get in her way of putting in the work she needs to succeed. Her inquisitive mind asks the questions she needs to be supported, and she works outside the classroom to do well. Linde AMT thanks Mayerling for the dedication, curiosity, and willingness to learn. We wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. From Speedway to Space, Linde Advanced Material Technologies, making the world more productive. Congratulations, Mayerling.
Tri-West is in the Lebanon sectional. Garin Catholic, Brebeuf, Danville, Tri-West, Lebanon, Crawfordsville, Frankfurt. Pretty well balanced at the top, although Garin Catholic and Brebeuf probably would be the two favorites, and as luck would have it, they square off Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Tri-West will be, I believe, playing Wednesday evening at 6 against Danville. So Tri-West wouldn't have to face one of the two favorites until the final game if they were able to advance. Of course, we've already talked about Speedway plays Tuesday night at Edgewood. In case you are not familiar with that, Edgewood is located in Ellettsville, Indiana, west of Bloomington. Now, since I-69 is done, a lot shorter trip than it,
drive, yeah.
a lot easier drive than it used to be. But plugs open at 6 o'clock Tuesday against Cascade. Northview most likely would be the sectional favorites, although Edgewood and Owen Valley both
pretty good.
Both pretty good.
Yeah. I was looking at the two sectionals today, ours and Tri-West. Both of them are pretty good sectionals, pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Important for us to get a good start here.
You know, last game of the season, half-court offense has always been a trouble spot for us. We play much better when we score off of defense and running and kind of sometimes in helter-skelter things. You'd rather see us be able to run some good offense, and we have from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that we don't shoot the ball particularly well really holds us back, even when we do run some good things.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. I think we're better when we're never going to be an offensive juggernaut.
No.
It's not kind of in this team's DNA.
No. And you can win without that.
Yes, you can.
Certainly does help to have it, but there's other ways to win. That's it.
He makes the second one.
Stops the drought there.
Good half-court trap. Oh. Good job, Macy. Good defensive possession by the Plugs. We get a push ahead to Macy.
Nice up and under. Get in there.
Yeah, really
good shot. Good move.
Plugs have cut it to 3 here early.
Tri-West averaging 50 on the season. They're right at that point now, halfway.
It was a good move by Cameron Fairs. Just didn't quite make it the good shot fake after she drove. We got to set that ball screen a little lower. Macy with a miss here. Anthony with a miss, jump ball.
And I think it's going to stay Tri-West possession. Shane, you probably don't remember when we had jump balls on every one of those, do you?
No.
Yeah, well.
Before my time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it used to be jump balls. Every time you saw a jump ball, it was a jump ball.
A literal jump ball.
Yeah, right there at the circle. There was this full circle, but now obviously they don't have that. So
when did they change that rule?
That's a good question. I'm going to look that up for the next game.
That's a good question. The three-point line came in, and
that was late 80s,
Yeah,
88-ish.
in high school.
Yeah. Last year at Rensselaer we had that. Maybe just the last 2 years.
Madeline Metallic with a miss. Yeah, I remember when they put it here. I remember being a kid coming to the games and then seeing it. Metallic.
Look ahead. Got a rebound here.
Oh. Get in there, Grace.
That was an opportunity there that nobody's fault necessarily. It's just we had an advantage and couldn't finish it.
And they take advantage of it.
Yeah, they do. We'll see how that. Hopefully, that's not going to be one of those key points of the game, but certainly.
Oh. Gracie with a turnover there.
Substitution for Speedway, Helen Pinkley.
Good rebound by Macy. The Plugs were a little confused
behind
defensively, yeah.
A lot of times we see the right color shirt, but we don't see the dark colored shirt.
Yeah.
Sometimes if there isn't a person, it's open. But if it's a crowded area, it doesn't do much good to get the ball there, or try to get the ball there, I should say. Good move.
Good move by
Good
Abby.
move.
Yeah, I agree. Abby with a foul there. I think, some of those passes too, I think we're a little sped up. So we're throwing a little earlier and a little get the ball out of our hands kind of, and we see someone kind of open, and, I think it's just a confidence thing.
Sure.
Being a little tougher with the ball, and their pressure is bothering us.
Yeah. I mentioned earlier, you don't play with the same speed at both ends of the floor.
Driving right. Good move.
Yep, good finish.
Yep. She was always going to go back to that right hand. She was just a nice move to get back to it. Got Haley leaning and got her crossed over and scored. Yeah, their ball pressure is really giving us a lot of trouble. We need to set a good ball screen. Now we finally set a good one, and we get a good look.
Yeah. That's a big basket. We need it.
Yeah, we need it. And
slow that one down.
Madeline did a good job of setting it up. She's just as responsible for getting people off the ball screen as the girl setting the ball screen.
Speedway's number 32, Haley Clampett, her first, team second. Cameron Ferris involved in 2 shots for wins.
Ferris makes the first one.
They're maintaining that 4 to 7 point lead.
Good drive by Macy.
Yes.
Yep.
Not a lot going on right here.
No, we're having a little trouble here.
Yeah.
She stepped out of bounds again.
Yep.
I believe a coach told me once that you need to make sure that you stay away from that side.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you think about that. You can't go or measure it, but inwardly, just make sure you're always at least 6 inches away because you never know.
Never know. And Anthony, their guard, she is super quick.
Yeah.
There she is driving there. Good shot.
Oh, don't try to steal that.
Yep, now we got it. Blocked by Haley. We got to get back scrambled here because we're not matched up.
No. Yeah.
And Ferris makes us pay again. Really good quarter by her. She's got 8 already. Push the lead out to 8 here.
Good move. Get high.
I'd like to see Madeline, when she throws that pass, maybe take a handoff, come back off of it a little bit. She's working so hard to bring the ball up, and it's wearing her down. I've been there when you have little guards that are harassing you and making everything tough. Mentally and physically wears you down.
Yep.
But like I said, I'd like to see, sometimes she wants to relieve that pressure by throwing it to a big. Then, you see a lot of this in the college game now. It's a lot of handoffs coming off those bigs.
And there's a lot of things you can do off those fake handoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I watch a college game today, I'm just more and more impressed with what they do offensively half court.
I watched Nebraska play against Michigan, and offensively they were really impressive.
Yes. They could win it all. Although, right now I have to say Arizona probably is I heard one announcer today say the NCAA tournament is going to be the Arizona Invitational this year. So whether or not that's true, we'll find out. We've got a couple more months. But
they're pretty good.
Yes, they are. 35-28, Tri-West leads Speedway. 2 minutes to go at the end of the third quarter. Lead has now grown to 9.
Nia Anthony with a layup, her 4th point of the game. There she is picking Madeline's pocket. Causes a turnover, leads to Ferris layup.
Probably going to have to.
The pressures.
Tri-West now calling number 24 at Nia Anthony. Her first, team 4th. Substitutions for Speedway 5, Grayson Tinky, and 31, Katie Taylor.
Yeah, I mentioned some of the wins they've had. Beat Lafayette Harrison, who's having a nice team. Perry Meridian they beat. Triton Central, Central Catholic, Whiteland, Anderson.
Cascade, who we play.
Yeah, Cascade. So they've had a nice year. They're going to go into a sectional with a good chance. VP Insurance works with a wide range of providers to provide the right policy for your needs. Located in and serving Speedway community since 1974, our experienced agents work for you, not the insurance companies. With competitive rates and personalized service, VP Insurance helps you protect what matters the most.
Katie's going to shoot 2 here. Makes the second.
Katie shooting around 50% from the line. Slugs taking some chances now, down 10.
Blair Brenner will shoot 2 here.
Brenner from the season shooting 50% as well.
Yeah, she started off really good. Kind of quieted off in the second half, but discussion at the scorers table about something.
Well, if they got the wrong number or.
That's only the 4th foul.
Oh,
in the Plugs.
okay. That's probably. Yeah, trying to figure that out.
For Speedway 32, Haley Linde in the game.
Well, maybe the delay will help us. I mean, sometimes you never know.
Yeah.
That last foul called against Speedway was the team's 4th
Yep,
foul.
both books are good. I think they double checked them.
Not count. Tri-West ball out of bounds.
There we go.
Good job by Gracie here, him under pressure. And getting Madeline off the ball with the bucket, good. Cut it to 8 here, minute left.
Wow, big shot.
Big shot there. By Harper Nelson.
And that was a three-pointer?
That was a three-pointer.
That was her first three-point make of the year.
Yep, a steal leads to a layup by Anaya Anthony, her 6th point of the quarter.
If my numbers are correct here from the Max Preps, that was her first made of the year.
Good rebound by Katie.
Yep.
Tri-West foul called against number 12, Natalie Pickens, for the first. Katie Taylor at the line with 2 shots.
Tri-West with a big third quarter so far, scoring 19 points. As I said earlier, averaging 50 on the season. And right now it's sitting at 44.
This is the second one. Plugs are trapping her. Now they're going to shoot here. Brick Oldham will shoot
Speedway foul
2.
against number 31, Katie Tabor, her first, team's 5th.
Makes it the second. Plugs trying to get set here at the last play here. Macy driving. Haley gets offensive rebound. Gets
And
fouled.
we're going to
Good.
get fouled.
We misses the first one.
As I said, a big quarter for the Bruins outscoring so far Speedway 21-11 in this quarter.
Yeah, Haley misses both of them.
And that will end the third quarter with the score. Tri-West 46, Speedway 32.
Yeah, big quarter by Cameron Fairs, and Anaya Anthony got going for the Tri-West Bruins, and Plugs had some decent looks. We didn't shoot the ball very well from the foul line. Looking at, we were 4 for 10.
Yeah.
That's not good. A couple free buckets there could help us.
They're again on the season shooting 58% from the line. We get there a lot. I saw earlier today we were talking about the shot clock, and I mentioned Milan in that. And one of the starters on that Milan team passed away this week, Gene White, who was a starting center. I had the opportunity many times to meet him, and he coached at Milan for a while when I was at Jacksonville, and there would be evenings, especially in the spring, where coaches gather and get together and whatever, and he was always there. And it was always fun to listen to his stories about winning the state and just how he carried on his life after that. He actually coached the Franklin College girls teams for a while.
Okay.
I remember we played at Franklin one night, and he was there, and he asked me how we were doing this and whatever, and I said, well, we're not very big. Our starting center, like 6 foot, and he goes, I was 6'2", and we won the state. I said, touche, Mr. White.
People forget they were really good the year before.
Yeah, they were Final Four.
Final Four, yeah. People, the movie doesn't quite tell you that, does it?
No, that's one of the things that you take out that don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't make the whole story that interesting. But he was a really a very nice gentleman.
Good pass.
Yeah.
Really good pass there by Madeline.
There we go.
Yep.
That helps. A 13-point lead, Tri-West. Again, they opened sectional play Wednesday night at 6 o'clock against Danville.
A little rivalry between those two schools.
All right, good start to the quarter here. Let's see if we can get a couple stops.
Yep, one possession at a time.
Yeah. Ooh, that looked good from the beginning.
Claire Benner with a 3. She started the game with a 3.
Yeah.
Starts the fourth quarter with a 3.
They're shooting 23% from the season. Another roll in
there. Gets a roll there.
Yep, we need to get some stops here. They don't have to come on steals, just rebounds and
good battle by Addie there. Just didn't quite come up with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good finish by Nia Anthony.
It was. Hey, Tri-West, nice team. I don't think particularly deep, which might hurt them, but and you mentioned several times the pressure really has, especially in the second half of the second quarter and the third quarter, really hurt us.
Yeah, they have a nice little bit of, like, they're not big, but they have some nice size. They battle really hard. Good guard play. They've made every open shot tonight too.
Again, Coach Crafton in her second season at Tri-West. They lost to Danville earlier in the season, 46-35.
Good move by Metallic. I can get the end one there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Executing out of bounds play here. Good move.
Good move.
Really
I'll tell you what,
good
that's
move. Yes.
very impressed. I guess post moves are important.
Yeah, that was good. That was a
We
really
had
good
that discussion last week. That was really good.
I say she was eventually going to make one.
Yeah.
She shot it. She shoots. She got a nice shot. She's missed a few tonight. She's probably the only one that had shot the ball real well from the perimeter.
She actually shooting 31% on the year, which is one of the higher percentages I've seen on the girls' side.
Yeah, and a lot of volume. She shot probably 5 or 6
Yeah.
already. Looks like Ferris is down it.
Yeah, I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I do too. You hate to see anyone be hurt at this point, or any point.
Yeah. Right, at any point, but especially last quarter of the last game of the season.
She's a senior too.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Moving around a little bit. (56-38). Tri-West leads, 5:19 to go in the game. Last home game of the season for the girls. Last regular season game for the girls.
3 practices. I was talking to some of the girls, which is kind of odd. They don't get to practice down in Edgewood. I guess they were saying some things were going on, and the only time they could go would have been Monday. Some of the schedule issues, and Coach Smith thought going down there on Monday, practicing like in the later slot and then coming all the way back was a lot. Yeah.
That wasn't going to work.
No. Hopefully Cameron's okay. She has played a really good game. She had 10 points in the third quarter. 15 overall so far.
Number 5, Charles enters the game for the Bruins.
Yeah, hopefully. Again, they play Wednesdays, so some time off. Hopefully it's not as serious. Looks like a lower leg, maybe ankle.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's knee or ankle right now. Metallic looking to attack here. Good rebound.
Pick it up.
Yep, bucket.
That's it.
We're still in this thing.
Yeah.
I know it's 14, but we're still okay.
Yeah. Need some stops down here and one shot only and see what we can do. Oh, pick it up.
Yep. Callie Pinkley bringing it up here. Yeah, she traveled. Pivot foot slid.
Yep.
Plug's picking them up full court here, trying to pick up the pressure a little bit. Timeout, Tri-West. I think you got to kind of throw caution at the wind here and try to pick them up.
Yeah.
At Linde Advanced Material Technologies, we're committed to supporting the community we've called home for over 100 years. From creating career opportunities to cheering on our local schools, we're honored to have our global headquarters in the heart of Speedway. More information about Linde AMT and our current open positions is available at www.linde-amt.com. From Speedway to space, Linde Advanced Material Technologies, making the world more productive.
I think you're hit on the head there when you said throw caution to the wind. You know, down 14 with 4 minutes roughly plus to go, you're going to have to take some chances, do some things that you don't normally do.
Yeah. Try to pick them up full court, try to get some traps.
Yep.
Like you've talked about, go for steals. If you foul, you foul.
Yeah, I mean, again, on the season, Bruins are shooting at 63%, pretty good. But At some point, you don't have a choice. Plugs have committed 1 foul, so we have 3 to give. 2 fouls on Tri-West.
Yep. Oh, I think she traveled.
I think that's going to stay.
Yeah, it's going to stay here.
Should go White, yep. Kind of a quick shot.
Good. There was a rescreen there, like we talked about with the handoff. The rescreen got a little space for Madeline to get a shot.
There are so many things that I've seen that I know a lot of people don't like the high ball screen because it seems like every offense in the country now starts with that. But, back in the day, when Coach and I was at IU, it was never, ever screen on the ball, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Pass, screen away, always.
Yeah, those rules have been broken.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see if somebody tried to do that again, because nobody does. Or I say nobody. I've not seen very many do it.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, that was a rule, I believe. It was like there was no ball screens at all.
Now, did he change as he got a little bit older? Did they set
that
ball
could
screens?
That could have been.
I know they didn't, like you talked about.
Oh wow, big shot. Yeah, that's a real possibility there when he's the Texas Tech and.
Yeah.
My guess things did change, but.
That would be my guess too.
Wow, nice steal.
Really good hands.
Yeah, nice steals. Nice player. And that widens the lead out to 19.
Yeah, she's a senior point guard. She's in control.
Yeah.
Even when she hasn't shot the ball well earlier and we frustrated her, she never looked frustrated, never.
Oh, nice.
Good pass. Haley with the finish.
The ball's going to be in her hands a lot, I believe, here.
Yeah. She'll shoot 2 here.
Speedway's number 2, Dinwiddie, for first, team third.
Up until tonight, she was shooting 82% from the line.
Yeah, good form. Misses the first one. There's a rescreen for Macy.
Coach Smith taking 2 seniors out of the game.
Yep. Plug's moving the ball here. Plug's had a couple good looks there, just couldn't quite get it to go. Good defense by Gracie Tinky
Yep,
there.
Yep.
Another offensive rebound. Yeah, another one. I think that's probably the one thing we haven't done well, and that'll be one of those interesting questions to ask Coach Smith. And you look at the stats, we're usually a pretty good rebounding team, and it seems like we haven't rebounded quite as well defensively tonight.
No, we haven't.
And again, that's a feel. I don't have any idea on the numbers, but it sure feels that way.
Yep. 47 seconds to go, 60-42. Tri-West going to run their season final record to 12-10. Spark Plugs are going to finish their regular season 10-9.
Good drive.
Get in there.
Yep. Katie Taylor with the rebound. I should do it.
Yep, that's going to do it. Final score, Tri-West 60. Speedway 42. We'll be back with some comments on the game in just a little bit.
Reminder, your ladies Spark Club
Coming up or not?
I don't think so.
Ladies Spark Club will play Cascade next Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Edgewood High School. Ladies and gentlemen, as you leave, can you please help by picking up any trash in your area and depositing it in trash cans that are located throughout Morris Pollard Gymnasium. We appreciate your help. Thank you for your attendance this evening.
Welcome back to Pollard Gymnasium, where tonight Tri-West Bruins defeat Speedway Girls Basketball team 60-42. Coach, comments on the game, comments on the season?
I was really, thought it would be a little closer game. I thought we kind of faded towards the end there. But overall, I've been real impressed with, Coach Smith and the girls and how we've improved as the year's gone along. I think we have a great chance Tuesday night. I'm excited to go down there and watch. Overall, I think it's been a real positive experience. I think Macy being out early in the year kind of slowed us down a little bit, probably cost us a few wins early in the year, if I'm being honest. But 10-9 is a nice record and great opportunity coming sectionals. Great night to be back out of the house and watch some boys and girls basketball, be around kids today in school. It's been a good day.
Yeah, it's a good year. I know it finished with a over 500 record. I know that was one of the goals that they set. And you're right. I think the Delisle injury early in the year, even though it gave some other girls opportunities to play, contribute, kind of put us back a little bit. But it was a nice, strong finish here at the end of the year. And I know, talking to Coach Smith, looking forward to going down to Edgewood Tuesday night, 6 o'clock, and facing Cascade Cadets. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, Linde Advanced Materials Technology, making our world more productive. 2020 Eye Physicians of Indiana, the high-quality eye care that patients deserve. Speedway Lions Club, serving the Speedway community since 1937. VIP Insurance, helping protect what matters most. First Financial Bank. Banking is about neighbors helping neighbors, and will always be that way. They're a member of FDIC. Popcheff and Dinn, reliable, caring legal support for the Speedway community. The American Legion Post 500 Treasure Hunt every Thursday, open to the public. And the ISC Sports Network, local lives here. Our next stream will be tomorrow, January 30th. The Speedway Boys Basketball team welcomes a very good Shelbyville Golden Bears at Morris Pollard Gymnasium. Finals tonight, Speedway Girls, Tri-West 60-42. You've been watching Speedway Athletics on the Speedway Sports Network on SCTV. Thanks for watching, and we're going to see you tomorrow night.